Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
Strap in and fire it up. This podcast has the man, the machine, and a quarter mile of pure nerve. They call him Big Daddy Don Garlits, the pioneer who changed drag racing forever. He was a multiple world champion, founder of the legendary Swamp Rat Dragsters, and Hall of Fame icon, whose name still echoes down the strip every time the lights drop. Garlits helped turn drag racing into a national spectacle. Speed, science, and fearless determination. Now, before we tighten our belts and check our chutes, here is a short version of one of the legendary commercials for Broadway Bob's Great Lakes Dragway in Union Grove, Wisconsin. The announcers were WOKY's own Gene Johnson and Bob Betts. Sunday!
Crosstalk, dragsters, Pro-Cop, funny cars.
The Orange Crush IHRA Summer Nationals.
Great Lakes Dragway, Union Grove, Wisconsin.
And are you ready for this? Big Daddy Don Garlits.
Broadway Bob's Great Lakes Dragway, Union Grove, Wisconsin.
The man who has an international reputation as the world's best drag racer and who has won an estimated $4 million during his drag racing career, Don Garlits, is on the air with us this morning. He invented the first successful rear-engine dragster. He built and drove the dragster that holds the National Hot Rod Association world records for top speed, 250.69 miles per hour, and low elapsed time of 5.63 seconds. And I'll tell you, Don is getting up there in age for a drag racer, I think. He's in his late 40s. Wouldn't you say, Don, that that's kind of getting up there for a drag racer?
Yeah, it's about twice as old as he should be, Bob.
And, of course, drag racing doesn't involve just going down a straight line, so you do have to have your reflexes. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
As good as when you were 20?
Oh, of course not.
No,
but almost.
You race almost every month during the year, don't you?
I race every week.
Every week?
Yeah, every weekend.
My gosh. Are you married?
And I was in Canada. This weekend I'll be in Union Grove, and next weekend in St. Louis.
That's right. Don's going to be at Union Grove at the Great Lakes Dragway for the big Memorial Day weekend. You think you can just keep on winning, Don?
Well, I don't know. You know, each year I think, well, maybe I'll only do it another year, and then, of course, another year goes by, and I'm still okay, so who knows? It's hard to say when I'm going to quit. Not anytime soon, I'm sure.
Is Don Garlits married?
Yes.
You are married. What does your wife say about this every weekend business?
Well, she doesn't mind because, like I say, I'm in Tampa right now. I fly home after the race and spend the time with the family. I'm at home with the family as much as an average person because of the jet travel.
And I tell you, there's good money in this. We were talking to Broadway Bob about that. I think he said $7,000 for a top prize, and that involves just a few seconds, of course, of actual racing. But the preparation...
There's a lot that goes on beyond that. We work about 6 hours for every run that we make.
Wow.
It takes about an hour a second of maintenance.
Well, it certainly does take maintenance because that machine that weighs 1,400 pounds has 2,500 horsepower. So I guess you do have to spend a little time with something like that. A lot of things can go wrong, I suppose, right?
Oh, yes. You'd just be amazed at how much. We have to practically disassemble the car every run.
What about the gravity that's involved in something like this? I mean, didn't you have a shoulder injury because...
Yes, yeah, we get about 3.5 Gs on takeoff and about 4.5 on the stopping with the parachute, and that's what hurts us the most, that jerk of the chute.
So you put your shoulder strap on incorrectly, right?
No, it wasn't that. It was I hit a bump at the end of the strip simultaneously when the chute came out, and it pushed me up into the chute thing, into the straps wrong, and then I got hit by the chute. It was kind of a freak situation. It's nothing that just happens all the time.
Why haven't the records, which were set back in 1975, been broken down?
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. The biggest one being that the association who makes the major rules in drag racing have made the rules as such that it's made the cars heavier over the past 3 or 4 years, and it's difficult for us to exceed those records with these heavier cars.
And how much faster can someone go in a quarter mile?
I really don't know. It's a good... I think probably 260 may be possible, but it's going to take some more technology.
And, of course, drag racing has ceased to be a low-rent sport, as we've mentioned, even though it isn't given the publicity of the Indy 500, NASCAR, and the Grand Prix. More people attend drag races than all other types of auto racing combined. Why isn't there that same publicity that the Indy 500 gets and all the rest of them?
I don't know. That's the media, and you're asking the wrong guy that question. You need to call up some of the newspaper sports editors and all and ask them that, because I really don't know why we don't, because we certainly get the participation of the people and the fans, and it's a high-dollar deal, and I don't know.
Well, I tell you, that's why we're talking to you this morning, because I feel you're as important as those Indy 500 drivers, that's for sure. You've done things that many of those guys I would dare to do. I'll bet you a lot of them couldn't possibly do what you do out there.
Well, there's two different sports. You know, I couldn't do what they do, and they couldn't do what I do. That's the way I look at that.
Yeah. Well, Don, good luck to you.
You bet. Thank you much. Sorry we got messed up on this storm. We're still having that electrical storm here.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But you keep hearing those little flickers on the line.
Yeah, right. Okay, no problem.
Okay, Bob.
Thanks a lot.
Bet.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Great Lakes Dragway, Union Grove, Wisconsin.
And are you ready for this, Big Daddy Don Garlits?
Bob Berry.
Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all our episodes at WisconsinBroadcastersMuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Donate Life Wisconsin. Special thanks to Wisconsin Historical Society and for financial support from WBA Hall of Famer Terry Bond.